Welcome, Wargamers. I'm Chris, Two-Ton Man. Thank you for watching. This is Grant.
I'm Grant. How you doing?
All right, Grant, you want to run over the 2,000-point mission today?
Yeah, so we're playing Shifting Objectives. It's 3 objectives along the middle line of the board, all 18 inches apart from each other. It's a cool objective because they're all with 1 point, but then at the start of each battle round, one of them is going to be worth 3 points. So we kind of can't commit to a flank. So it's going to be an interesting, fun game.
What army did you bring with you today?
I brought Nighthaunt. Just got them painted up, so still a few details kind of missing in them right now. But I got a base and everything. I really like the paint scheme. Really want to give it a shot. I have a couple characters like Lady Linder and Reichner. Just want to kind of put them on the board, see how they do, kind of really evaluate how they do. A couple endless spells. Been trying to play around those a little bit more.
All right, and I brought 2,000 points of Ironjawz. So initially, Grant and I were preparing for Adepticon in Chicago, and we were working on competitive lists. We were actually both working on double Maw Crusher lists, but that kind of fizzled the plan. So I altered my list so it's not a double Maw Crusher, and Grant decided to pick up Nighthaunt. I feel pretty confident. I got an Iron Fist battalion in there. I got a lot of pigs. I think they're going to be my MVP of the game. I think they're just going to do work. I really do. I think the ethereal across the board on Nighthaunt is going to prove some challenges because, I have rend across the board. It's some of the benefits of Ironjawz. So we're going to see how that works out. Do you have a prediction for your MVP, Grant?
I don't know yet. I think it's just going to be my magic phase. So much of Nighthaunt, I haven't really played a lot of them yet. I think a lot of it's going to be ignoring the rend, and nothing really stands out as the thing that's going to do a lot of damage. Maybe the Bladegeists. They can do a lot of damage. They're in the Shroud Guard, so they'll have the 5-up save, and we'll make them a little tankier. Try to make them a bit more hard to kill, make them a bit more spooky, if you would say.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely afraid that I might not be able to chew through some of your models. I know you can bring some people back. I'm worried that smashing and bashing, I need to go full force with smashing and bashing to get some of those triggers. But
yeah, I think it's gonna be a fun game.
The spooky boys are gonna get spooked.
You can't spook what is already spooked. The orcs will be spooked.
You hear that? They're already spooked of the orcs.
They can't. That's not how that works, Chris.
All right, and we'll take you to the armies. And now to the armies with Grant's Nighthaunt. Grant, you want to run it through for us?
Yeah, so this is my Nighthaunt army. It's kind of pretty basic. A lot of characters, though. So to start off, we'll have my battle line. So I got unit 20 Chain Wraths, another unit of 20 Chain Wraths, 3 Spirit Hosts just for my third battle line. I've got 2 units of Bladegeist Revenants. Really like these guys, and they can get a lot of attacks. I got a unit of Mimirian Banshees, kind of just to fill up points, plus they can give me an extra Dispel. I have 5 characters. I have a Spirit Torment. I have 2 Gardener Souls. So these guys are really my main base wizards. They'll let me bring up models back. Spirit Torments will give me rerolls to hit. 2 named characters. I'm bringing Lady Linder and Reichner. So both 2 named characters. Reichner is actually in a battalion called the Shroud Guard. So it's going to be him plus the 2 units of Bladegeists. It'll give these guys a 5-up death save instead of the 6-up.
That seems pretty good.
I do have a second battalion. It is this Guardian of Souls and 2 units 20 Chain Wraths. It's the Chain Guard. It'll let him bring back an extra D6 when he does the Spectral Lore spell, which already brings back D6 models. So I can kind of really keep these guys tanking around. I have 5 different spells to choose from, which is really good. And then just to round out the list, I have 2 endless spells. The Umbral Spell Portals for Lady Linder, because her main spell is only 12-inch range. It gives a -1 hit to you and a +1 hit to me, so it's really good. And just for a couple extra mortal wounds and debuffing the Geminites.
They are good. Witnessed them before.
So that's the Nighthaunt army.
All right. On to Ironjawz. All right, we're here with my 2,000 points of Ironjawz. Got a lot of piggies on the board, so I got myself 2 units of 3 pigs. That's with Gore Pig Stickus. This is Gore Hackus. The unit of 6 in the back is also Pig Stickus. Get that +1 to
+1 to hit and wound, I believe, when you make a charge.
That's it. Got 2 units of 10 Ardboys. Pretty beefy guys. I got myself a Weird Knob Shaman, 2 Warchanders, and I have myself a Mega Boss on Maw Crusher. Sorry, the base isn't done yet. I plan on putting the Mega Boss on the base. I'm running the Iron Fist Battalion, which includes all my core options, the 3 units of Piggies, 2 units of Ardboys, and I have my boss for the battalion. Gets 2 extra wounds. He can use the Mighty Destroyer's move for free every turn. Alright, this is the table. The 3 places of power. Grant, you want to point them out to us?
Yeah, so we have the objective 1, 2, and 3. So at the start of the first battle round, we'll figure out which one is going to be worth 3 points. We did roll off. Oh, because we did make a little narrative for the game. The idea was that the 3 places of power were kind of like hidden somewhere here. So like something in these woods, this Benecast ruin, or this like wizard tower. And then kind of like Lady Olinder brings her forces and Reikener will kind of come and take it, and then the Orc Mega Boss kind of wants the power for himself. So I'm kind of coming from the crypts. He's kind of coming out from the other side of the town at this point. We're kind of finding out there's powers. And I guess we'll go to deployment.
Let's go to deployment, Graham. What did you start off with?
So I just kind of put my battle line, my chin rest out here, just kind of screen, just like I'm real afraid of him coming at me real fast turn 1.
How many drops did you have?
I had a 7 drops total, with the battalion's 11 without it. So I knew I was going to not have choice, so I kind of wanted to play defensively here. Put my tankier stuff like Spirit Hosts, the Chain Wraps out front, put my good stuff kind of behind everything. Characters all just kind of following up suit just to make sure they give out that death save and support.
Let's go over some artifacts and command traits. What do you got going on over here?
So I've got a Spirit Torment. He has the Midnight Tome, which makes him a wizard, so he'll have the Shade Mist spell. I have my General, which is Guardian of Souls. He has the Roll of Night Host command trait. We'll let him bring back D3 wounds or models in the hero phase. He also has the Soul Cage spell, which will make enemies fight last. Shade Mist will make you minus 1 to wound me. Lady Olinder has her own spell, plus Life Stealer. Just lets her do D3 1 wounds, but she can heal off of it for every damage she does. She can heal once, kind of keeps her alive. She only has 7 wounds. I have the other Guardian Souls over here. I looked to double up on spells, so he took Soul Cage as well. That way someone
makes people fight last again?
Yep, yeah, if I hit you, it'll make you fight last. And then for our last character, we have Reikener over here. He took Shade Mist. Once again, just kind of make sure I have my buffs or debuffs where I want them out there. And that's kind of my deployment, just kind of really leaning towards these flanks, and then we're going to see how that kind of works out.
Alright. So, pretty excited to get these Ironjawz on the board over here. I'm going to start with my deployment. I had 5 drops, so I have the option. But I put 3 Grunters over here with the Pig Stickus.
Jagged Gorehackas.
Jagged Gorehackas.
We had to look it up, but Pig Stickus sounds good.
They got the spears. I got the 10 Ardboys over here. Got a War Chanter. Fully within 15, I can really choose some targets here. Got my Weird Knob Shaman. Should have been touching terrain there. Mega Boss. I got a unit of 6 Gore Gruntus.
It's the big ones.
And this is my champion, so these guys will be in range if I so choose for the Mighty Destroyer's move in the hero phase. And I got a War Chanter back here. This one's got the 3d6 charge beat. And this War Chanter over here has the healing beat. Hopefully, got a couple multi-wound characters over here. Mega Boss, Shaman, War Chanter himself that it could possibly heal. I have the Maw Crusher here. He is taking the Mount trait for +1 damage on the Meaty Fists. He's taking Grith Feather Charm, so he gets +1 movement, -1 to hit. I feel like that's pretty good. He has Brutish Cunning command trait, so he can use the Mighty Destroyer free in the command phase, just like the Iron Fist Battalion boss.
So we're going to get to use that twice then?
Yes, I get to use that twice, and it's typically like to use a command point for it, so having 2 a turn for free is pretty much like getting 2 free command points, so it's tough not to jump on that. I know I'm missing out on any preset battalions, the Chappas, the Suns, or the Red Tooths, but I really like, just going straight Ironjawz. And this wizard's, my Shaman here, his artifact is the Shamanic Skull Cape. Gives him +1 to casting. If he kills a wizard, he knows that spell for one of their spells for the rest of the battle.
Does that have to be in melee? Or just if he kills them with his spell? That'd be interesting.
Melee weapons.
Okay, so if you punch one of my many wizards to death, you'll learn their spell.
Oh, I'm gonna Hand of Gork him over there and just punch Lydia Linder.
And that's your spell, Hand of Gork?
Yep.
She would love it. Come and fight me.
Oh, it's gonna happen. Alright, so at the beginning of the battle round, we are going to roll to determine which place of power is going to be worth 3 points.
So I guess we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Sounds good to me, Grant.
Looks like it's the middle one.
The Chaos Shrine.
So we'll just do this just so we know which one it is.
It's the place of power worth 2 extra points, making it a total of 3. So now I had 5 drops. Grant had 7, so I had the option to go first or second. So I am going to go. I'm gonna go second. I'm gonna try for the double turn.
You want that double turn, don't you?
Not gonna play around it totally, but it's just a safety net. I have 2 command points starting out. We get the red dice are my command points. My green dice are my victory points. Purple dice are the victory points for Grant, and the yellow is his command points. I start at 2 because I have a battalion, and I will purchase a command point for 50 points. And Grant has 2 battalions. So I'm electing him to go first. So at first, his command point is going to go up to 3. Now that's going to be real helpful with Ether Brooch. That's going to, possibly net you some extra command points. I kind of like that idea.
I think I kind of need to use command points with Nighthaunt. I think they really do sometimes need those extra kind of rerolls, especially the charges. Getting the Nighthaunt charge off could kind of change the tide of a fight.
So what's the Nighthaunt charge?
Oh, so Nighthaunt charge is the basic ability they have. I think it's called like Terrifying Wave or something spooky.
They vigorously wave their hands at you.
They do. They throw those spooky jazz hands up.
Jazz hands.
But if they make a unmodified charge roll of a 10+, they immediately fight, which means they can still be chosen to fight again in the fight phase because I'm fighting in the charge phase. So you can kind of sneak out some extra damage there.
So you want these long bomb charges?
Yeah, kind of looking for them. I normally would like to possibly deep strike a few things, but knowing you can go first, knowing how fast you can get to me, didn't want to lose half my army, then have to fight with half my army and just not work out.
So you're the guy that would like every charge roll of yours to be a 12.
I would love it. You know what? I'll take an 11. I think 11's fair.
You're being modest. I appreciate that.
So I guess we'll go underway with my hero phase.
All right. This is going to be a long one. All right, where are we starting off, Grant?
All right, so I do have a lot of spells. There's a few things that start off, because actually all of my characters have at least a spell they can cast. I don't know how many we'll be really casting right away. I think I'm going to start with...
And I am out of range, 30 inches from my shaman, so he will have free reign for whatever he can cast over here.
So I think the main thing I want to kind of start with, because I don't really have any good pluses to casting, is getting a Linder to have the Umbral spell portals out, because then we can maybe get some range with her grief-stricken spell, just to put a little bit of debuffs out there. So she's going to try and cast the Umbral spell portals. We'll go off on a 5. She gets it on an 8. Oof. So I get to set them the first one within 12 of her, but I want it to be close so she can cast the spell. And then... Alright, so we got the spell portal off from Lady Linder for her first spell, so it's here, there, and then there, within 12 of those guys. So she's going to try and cast her spell, called Grief Stricken. It goes off on a 7, and it will give something -1 to hit me, +1 to hit it. Does not go off.
Yes.
So that is good, and that does burn my use of the spell. Oh, I guess it doesn't burn the spell portals because I didn't cast anything through them.
All right, what spell we got next?
So that changed a few things. So now I'm going to cast the Geminids with him. That will go off on a 7, I believe, as well. It does. So we'll see if he can cast it. He also does not cast those. So that burns my attempt at casting those spells. So we'll do a Shade Mist from him. That goes off on, I believe, not a 4, which is also a 7. So Magic Phase isn't here right now for Nighthaunt.
It's because they're spooked.
Did kind of need this. So then Reichner and him can each cast a spell. None of their spells are really relevant, so I'm just going to put a Mystic Shield, probably from him, onto this unit here. So we'll see if that goes off. It does go off, so they will get Mystic Shield, just to maybe, hopefully, withstand some of the damage I'm about to go through.
All right, is that your hero phase?
I guess, yeah, that is my hero phase. So I guess we'll go to the...
We'll be back with movement. All right, we're back. Grant decided to run this unit of Chain Rasps, and he used a command point to make it a roll to 6, and got it the command point back with the brooch, so definitely great. It's coming into play already. So he moved them up, grabbed the artifact of power. That's worth 3 points this turn. Rolled a high roll for the Spirit Host, moved them up to get 1 do within 3 inches. Set up some screeners over here. The hard hitters are still set up for counter charges. So I do see he left a big gap back there. If I could hand up Gork, I can smash these 3 characters. So that might be an option. Over here, my Gruntas, they're in range to get Mighty Destroyer, so they could possibly, move up 18 and smash his hard hitters from this flank too. So we'll see what happens. And Grant, I think that is your turn.
Yeah, so it's my movement. Nighthaunt has no shoot. I mean, she is shooting, but it's 12 inches, and I'm not charging anything, so that is the Nighthaunt turn.
All right, on to Ironjawz turn 1. All right, for starting off the hero phase, I'm starting with my War Chanters, keep the +1 damage beat out. So the War Chanter over here is going to give this unit 10 Arboys, +1 damage. I have an icon here, Grant has, so they're +1 damage. And the War Chanter over here is going to give +1 damage to this unit, 3 piggies. Probably within 15, it was measured. So now I'm going to try my only spell for the turn. To get a +1 to cast, I'm going to try, it's a Hand of Gork, needs a 7 base, so I'm looking for a 6 on the dice, higher the better. So let's see if I can get it off. I got a 8 on dice, +1, so I'm looking at a 9.
I will try and stop it. I got multiple wizards within range. I need to roll a 10 on dice. I have no pluses. Let's see. I get the 10.
You get it.
No teleport for you, Chris.
No teleportation. Alright, so now I'm going to do my Mighty Destroyer moves. My champion over here, Holy Within 12, is going to pick this unit. They get a free move. So they're just going to move up 9 inches up the flank over here. I am going to Mighty Destroyer the orcs that are War Chanted. They get to move 4 forward.
I find it funny that Bard Boys moving twice makes them the same movement speed as a regular ogre.
Ogres are fast. I do enjoy playing them. It's probably one of my favorite armies to play. The new Maw Tribe book. So many different options. Let's see if that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I think you're missing
5,
1
6,
in the
7,
back.
8, 9, 10.
Oh, never mind.
So we're good. Right here and see. Alright, that is my Hero Phase. That came from the Cunning Destroyer command trait for the Mighty Destroyer. That one came from the Ardfist Battalion. So now I'm going to be off to my movement phase. Alright, so movement phase over here. I did move those Gruntas up like I mentioned. I just moved these guys up 9 inches. I do have more models within 3 of that objective, so that's definitely, I can take that if I don't make a charge, which is unlikely. If I opt not to, I still gain that objective. Move the Maul Crusher up here. Ard Boys, these are ones that were Mighty Destroyed, so they moved technically 8 this turn so far. I moved these 3 Gruntas up, so I have one dude within 3 inches of that. So I will at least get myself 2 victory points if I do not charge and try to take this center one. So now I'm going to go to the shooting phase, and the only range attack I have is the 8-inch Mighty Bellowing shot. It's the only one in range is the Chain Rasp. I get D6 shots. 5.
That's a lot of shots.
So what do I need? 2s to hit?
2s, 3s.
So 2s to hit. Alright. And 3s to wound.
Yes.
So I have 1 at -1.
-1, but I'm Nighthaunt, so I just have a 5 up. Whoopsies.
You got a 4, so he will take a wound unless he's deathless.
Yep, I'm within range, so I'll do my death save. I fail it, so we'll lose a guy.
Where's blood?
Also right there.
Alright, now we're going to go into the notorious charges. Alright, so the Gork is over here. They get +1 to charge because I'm Ironjawz, which is part of the ability. So they get an 11.
That's
so
a
I can
charge.
swing around. I might be able to hit smack right there right now. So don't ever use it, sis.
It's a bad tape measure. It's the unlucky one we've had.
So I'm going to start with 7. And I get to move 4 more. So I'm just going to go back to these guys. Back to these, what are these guys called again?
They're the Blade Guys Revenants. Still learning the book. So that is going to be one of the battles.
Alright, I'm going to go with these Ard Boys here who are getting a +3 to their charge. 2 for the drummer, 1 for being Ironjawz. So let's see. Get ourselves a 9 on the dice, plus 3. I'm getting a 12.
That's a far charge.
That is a far charge. They will be able to get where I need to.
So I have a feeling these chain rafts might be kicking the bucket. I see that Maw Crusher staring at them. So see how this goes.
Maw Crusher next, getting a static +1. Needs a short charge. I am just crushing these charge rolls. We were talking about you needing these big charge rolls.
Yeah, I'm always looking for those 10s.
Getting it now. So as soon as he's on his charge, he has his destructive bulk ability. Since he's at top tier, he gets to roll 8 dice and a nominated unit within 1 inch of him. And for each 5+, it's a mortal wound. So the only unit within 1 inch is the chain rasps. I'm going to roll 8 dice, looking for 5s. Oh, and I got 3 5s. 3 mortal wounds. That bypasses your armor save, but goes to your deathless save.
So I'll do my 6 of deathless minion save, and I fail them, so I'll lose 3 more guys.
So he has killed 4 so far before the combat phase has started.
I think I'm going to remove these 3 and just kind of remove some of those attacks from the Ard Boys.
I think that's smart. I think these Ard Boys are a little upset the other guys in a fight, so they're going to go for a far charge, getting +3, and I rolled a 9 on dice again. So I get to roll 12.
It's a big charge.
I have 12 inches and go wherever I need to. Now, where's your unit split up?
So I did separate them. The 2 guys facing each other away from the different units. So this is 1 unit, and then this is 1 unit.
Thank you. So the first guy would be within a half inch, and then I'll go after.
Start piling these guys in. Right, let's move this dice for right now. We know it's the middle objective.
So looks like a couple guys, even with that far charge, might still be out, but they'll be used to help keep coherency. And for bodies on the objective. Alright, now I'm over here thinking, do I want to throw these piggies into this combat? I do have a double turn coming up, but it looks like he just might be able to get a lot of counter charges off, so I might just be sitting there to getting counter charge, or I could possibly charge and kill some things. So they're going to go for a charge themselves. Getting a +1. I got a cracked die.
Alright.
So I'm going to re-roll that.
We got a 5, so should be good. So 8.
8 + 1, 9 inches. Did the Dimmy Doodanger?
Oh, yep.
You
So
might
we
need
got
to
this.
some chain rasps. Over here.
Trying to stay outside of the 3 inches.
I'm trying to stay outside of 3 inches, though it might be only 3 guys. Look at the champion. And these guys will be used to clutter the objective. I might want to open my front, so if he wants to come in, I get to have more guys attacking from the side. So those also have impact hits, as the Gorgunters over there.
Yep.
I initially charged, I forgot. So each model within 1 inch of the enemy unit, I roll a dice for, and on a 4 up, it's a mortal wound. So for the 3 pigs in the corner over here, I'm looking for 4s. I got 2 of them.
Alright.
So he's going to take 2 deathless saves.
Now these ones are in the battalion, and Reikenor is within 12, so they'll get it on a 5+. So I fail both of those and take 2 wounds. So we'll get rid of these 2.
And for my unit of 6 Gorgunters, only 3 are within 1 inch. So I roll 1 die per one. So I'm looking for 4s. 2 more.
Alright, these ones just get their regular deathless minion, so they'll get it on a 6. And I take 1
And
past the other one. We'll just get a die for that. Put it on this one.
I'm trying to work around the smashing and bashing, how that works. It's a battle trait.
It's your Legion's ability, right?
Legion's ability for my army. Basically, if I, in the combat phase, annihilate a unit with 1 of my units attacking, I get to immediately select another unit, no range, and they get to pile and fight. So that counts as their activation, but again, if that unit wipes out that target, I get to target another unit. of mine just select to fight again. So theoretically, I could have all my units attack before the enemy does. Unlikely, but to help my odds, I'm going to go with my Mega Boss on Maw Crusher into the 16 remaining chain grasps.
Chain rasp. So don't worry, we're still learning this book. So I mean, hopefully my chain rasp can not completely die, but the Mega Boss can do a lot of damage.
So at the start of the combat phase, I'm looking to give himself +1 to hit for a command point, which puts me down to 2. I gain 1 for the turn. And I think I'm going to give himself reroll hit rolls of 1. Bring me down to 1. So I'm really trying to get this. I know I'm using command points to try to kill chain rasps, but I really want to trigger the smashing and bashing. I got some high priority targets that I want to, get through, and let's see what I can do. So first, I'm going to start with his attacks up top. 8 attacks. They initially need 3s to hit. I gave him +1 to hit from his own command ability, so he's hitting 2s, rerolling 1s. So, value so far. Let's see if it works. Yes, everything hits. Definitely worth it with the reroll 1s right now.
Not looking so far.
I'm looking at 3s to wound. So I got, not great, but 4. He ignores the run. So, you want to roll it off and see what you get?
Yep. So I need 5s rolling 1s.
Oof.
I passed 3, so far that's how much damage. So we'll just keep it running total for the death save. That's 2 damage.
Not looking good so far. So now I get 8 attacks from my mount. It is 3s to hit normally, but I get 2s from the command ability, rerolling 1s. Rerolling the single 1. Alright, it's a lot of 2s, so I'm really glad I was able to give +1 to hit and reroll 1s right now, because it's not looking like I'm going to wipe the unit. So now I'm looking for 3s.
I mean, these attacks are still damage 3, though.
4 1s, though, does not help.
1s.
So 4 and -2, but you ignore that.
Yep, so I'll take 4 saves again. Looking for 5s.
Ooh.
Fail them, but I get 2 1s. I can reroll those. Fail those, so that's 3 damage total, right?
3 damage each.
Alright, so that's going to be 1, 3, 3, and then 3 plus a 2 from earlier. So I'm looking for 6s. So it looks like
Just
1 6. So that doesn't look like the
Not
full
kill the
unit.
no.
So it looks like 6, 12, so 13.
There should be 3 left. So we'll go ahead and remove that. So we forgot to mention, Grant decided to cast all-out defense command point, and he did not get it back. So he's going to go ahead and pile an attack with those.
The Bladegeist Revenants.
Alright, so he's going to get a lot of guys in there.
Let's see how many I can get in. I'm not sure if I'm going to get all of them. They are a little sticky with their swords and their kind of wispy bits. So see how many we can get in. I got to make sure I stay wholly within 12 of Reichner, which will be good, because he gives me that nice little 5+ save. Slide down. Slide this guy over. I might be able to get all these guys in. Maybe one of them won't be in range. Oops, he's tagging along for a ride. Okay, yeah, so it looks like I'm missing 1 guy here. So that's going to be 7 guys. They don't have a champion, and they get 2 attacks each. They did not charge, so they just have their normal attack profile, which is 3 3s -1 1.
Pretty good.
So let's see what I get. Looks like a decent hit with 1 miss.
Seems more than decent to me.
Let's see if the wounds can hold up.
Looks like it.
Yeah, looks like
2 misses.
More, so it should be 11 total saves.
Alright.
Rend 1 damage.
So I'm looking at a 5 up with the Gorgonzolas. Didn't make a single one. 1,
Right.
2 gruntas, and 1 takes a wound. Do you mind
Of course.
keeping
Which
the
one's champion?
far guy?
This one?
Yeah. So we'll put a. He has 4 wounds left.
All right.
All right, that was very unfortunate.
Those blade guys rolled really well. I'll take that roll. I guess now it's your combat.
So my combat now. I'm going to go with these pigs here. I'm just contemplating, considering these Ard Boys are now out of combat of that unit from the models pulled. They still get to pile in 3 inches. I could get guys into this unit, and if I piled in over here, I might be able to get additional piggy in. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. So this guy is going to pile in 3 inches. And just his spear is going to get in, a 2-inch reach. But these guys are going to continue to clog up. So I'm going to get 4 spears and 3 pigs.
Yep.
So alright, the spears, the guys up top will get 3 attacks each. Alright, so 13 attacks from the guy, pig. I keep doing that. Jagged Gorehackers. I keep doing that. So Jagged Gorehackers needing 2s to hit because they charged. Got a single miss. Gonna go for 2s to wound. One miss, so we're looking at 5, 10, 11.
Alright, so Spear Toasts have a 4-up on Rendable. So if you wanted to roll the pigs attacks as well, and then we can do all the saves at once.
Sounds good. We got 3 pigs attacks, 4 attacks each. 3s and 3s. 3s to hit. And 6 more.
6 more, alright. So that's a total of 17. So I need 4s. Looks like an average roll, maybe a little better. Looks like I missed with...
We have 8 wounds left in the unit. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Alright, so I'm looking for 6s. So I need 2 6s to stay alive, is what you're telling me.
2 6s to stay alive.
Got the 2 6s.
Got the 2 6s.
Alright, so finishes off the base, kills a base, and then does the wound.
So no more smashing and bashing either.
So this one will die, this one will die, and we'll put it on him with his 1 wound left.
Alright, Grant, I'm going to let you select your next unit and pile in. Alright, Paladin with the chain rasp over here. He opted not to pile him closer to prevent more of my Ard Boys getting in. So go ahead, Grant.
Yes, we're going to go for it. So they need 4s and then 3s because of the Guardian of Souls. And they're normally 4s. So it's a
pretty
decent
good roll.
hit, yeah. If only these guys had Frightful Touch.
Yeah.
The
6s would
the
have
6
done a lot of
mortal
mortal wounds.
wounds. So looking for 3s. Whoops.
Alright. Ard Boys down.
There we go. Sorry about that. Looks like 4 misses. 5 misses. So looks like 6 wounds.
No
rend 1.
So I fail 3.
Yeah. That's nice, good, easy math. And then
We'll put 2 left on that piggy over there. Alright, I'm going to go with the Ard Boys over here.
so just gonna pile these in.
No, we're going to drop a week. Go. Alright, a Paladin the scene of Ard Boys over here. 2 guys are able to attack, not the champion. So we're going to go with, that's 4 attacks total. 3s to hit, 3s to wound, 3 hit, 3s to wound, 1. Oh, that hurts.
And I believe these are also damage too, if I'm correct, right?
Damage too.
So I got a 5-up rerolling 1s.
Oh.
So I pass it. My ghosty boys might live to see the
This
day.
guy's just gonna attack back now?
Yeah, I think at this point they'll just attack back. It's going to be 2 attacks apiece. There's actually going to be 1 into the 1 Ard Boy he has to fight, and then probably 2 into the other Ard Boy unit. I don't think I'm doing much against that Mega Boss, so we'll do the 2 into this unit of Ard Boys first. I need 4s rolling 1s because of Spirit Torment. So I got a 1, reroll that.
Alright. Some value.
And then 3s to wound because of the Guardian of Souls. So only 1 wound on those Ard boys.
And I need a 4-up. They take a wound.
They take a wound. And then on the other Ard boy unit right there.
I'm sorry, do have a shield.
Oh,
So
you
I'm
do
gonna
have your
roll for
shield?
6-up. Nope.
Nope.
So put a wound.
So the chill touch goes through the shield. Then we'll do the 2 attacks. Same thing. 4s rolling 1s, just 1, and then 3s. So that's 1 on this unit of Ard boys.
1 needing a 4-up save. Good.
They love it. All right, so I believe it's your attack next.
I'm gonna go with my Gorgrunter champion over there.
All right.
So he's gonna get 4 attacks. He's gonna need 2s to hit.
They all hit.
And he's going to need 2s to wound. 3 minus 1. You don't care about that.
Yep. So 3 will turn into 4s. Past that, and then I believe you have your pig attacks, right? So we'll save
4
the damage.
pig attacks. 3s to hit. All hit.
All right.
And 3s to wound. So looking at 3 wounds with no round from the piggies.
So same thing. 4s. Pass 1, fail 2.
So you're looking at 4 fails in total. They were war chanted, so that's a total of 8 damage for his save.
Yes.
I can potentially kill the unit.
You do. I do have a 5-up.
5-up.
So we'll see if that helps. It definitely seemed to. It looks like I passed 4. So
Passed 4.
4 more
Failed 4.
will die.
All right, not bad for a single pig. I really, looking back, I do feel like I should have tried ignoring the smashing and bashing. Went with that unit 3 over there. I think they had a stronger chance of wiping that unit. And
Especially with the war chanting, I think so. Yeah.
yeah. So I think
I think the last thing is I still have my spirit host.
and then I have my legendary 10
And you have those
boys.
boys. So
go ahead
do
with
the
your
spirit host first. They need 4s. No, they need 5s and then 4s. Looking for 6s though. Looks like 1 mortal wounds and then 2 hits. So we'll take that out of there. And then
2 wounds.
looks like 2 wounds.
I'm actually looking to fail one of these because if I can pull a piggy out.
That is true. We did check. These are adjusted within range.
So I do, and wound does transfer over. So he dies.
Yep.
And I pull him out.
All right, which
So
takes these guys out of combat. So then it's just these Ard boys. It looks like I believe you have 1, maybe. You might be able to
Possibly
sneak in
2
2.
if
Oh, you can sneak
1
another one in
inch
there.
reach.
Yep.
So 2 guys, none the champion, but they can still pile in.
Yes, they can.
These trainers are still in combat, so I could. I think I'm gonna keep. No, they're in combat, so I can't take them out. So the Dimmy Doo Danger is here.
We've nicknamed the Reach Key the Dimmy Doodanger, or any amalgamation of words we can put together that sound like something important.
He looks like he might be able to 1 inch.
He might be actually. Well, that's actually a good idea.
Nope.
Nope. Just out.
By a hair. Just to keep coherency. The model's the objective. So I'm gonna have 2 guys over here attacking. So that will be 4 attacks. 3s to hit. 3s to wound.
Nothing. Those chain rasps live today.
It's a bit frustrating. Alright.
And then over here, your attack.
I have my 1 attack over there. 3 to hit. 3s to hit. I need 3s to wound. 2 wounds. No,
2 wounds.
-1 rend, but you don't
So,
care.
5 up. No rolling 1s.
Pass them both.
Pass them both.
Like a champ. Alright, so that is the end of the combat phase. We need to go into the bravery phase. So I lost 2 pigs, Gorgruntas, in the unit to Grant's right.
So now, well,
The bravery 7. I'm -2 because I lost 2 models, and I believe you give me an additional -1.
yes, Nighthaunt gives you a -1.
So I'm at -3. So bravery 7 -3, so 4. A 5 or 6, he runs away.
Give me that number.
And he's gone.
He runs.
Definitely not planned on how that went. Over here I lost 1 guy, a -1, so I'm at bravery 5. So I'm at a 6, 1 guy runs.
Oof, that is. It's another guy
not
running.
great.
Nighthaunt coming in handy here. I believe your Ardboy units are fine because they're also engaged.
They did not take a wound either.
Nope. That's true. That's right. They haven't lost any models.
So I believe your chain rasps or your reapers or
The blade guys. I will spend a command point from Reichner. I'll see if I get it back. They give them immune to battle shock. I do not get it back. And I think, unfortunately, I'm going to have to spend another command point right here on those chain rasps and see if I get it back as well. I do not get it back, so I'm out of command points. And then my spirit hosts are bravery 10, so they can't run.
All right. So for victory points, I did take over all the objectives, so it's going to put me at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Team grinds 4. So definitely not a fortuitous turn for Ironjawz and to damage potential. But grabbing the objectives, I think that still keeps me in the fight right now.
I think keeps you in the lead. I do think I was a bit more defensive than... I think the dice helped me stay alive this turn, but I think a double turn for you might spell the doom for Nighthaunt. I really need to replenish that unit and get my heroes out of range and let kind of Lady Olinda do her thing.
Alright, so now we're down to the turn roll. So I'm just going to announce it. Ironjawz are going. Can't even say it.
Oh, it's a 1. All right. He does. I win ties.
Yes.
So I will just roll for the sake of it, and I'll beat him with that 4, and I will take the second turn.
All right, on to turn 2 of Nighthaunt. The artifact of power is over here, so this is worth 3 points. Definitely makes it difficult for him to get over there. Got a lot of bodies in the way. So go ahead, Grant, start off your hero phase. What's going to start off?
So I have a lot of things that are going to start off. The first thing is the start of hero phase. The Mirror Banshees are going to try and dispel the Endless spell.
Why do you want to dispel your own Endless spell?
So if they can dispel Endless spells, and if they do it, they'll get an extra attack.
Oh.
Now they will take D3 mortal wounds, but they just have a chance to pass them on 6s. So I think it's worth it because they can get in there and maybe do some extra damage.
All right. I like the thought.
So I need to roll above a 5. I don't, so they fail. So
Do they still take D3?
No, they have to successfully eat the spell.
Okay.
So then we'll start over here. He's going to try and cast Spectral Lore.
What does that do?
That is his base spell. It goes off on a 6, and it will bring back D6 models to a unit. Now, he also has an artifact which makes it +3, and then he's part of the Chain Guard, which if he does it to one of these unit Chain Rasps will make it another D6.
Wow.
So if I can get it off, this will be 2D6 +3.
What do you need to have it go off?
I need a 6.
So we're looking for under a 6.
Got that 11.
All right.
You are in range to dispel it.
I just think an 11 is difficult to try to dispel.
All right. So then that's going to be 2D6. 3 + 3 6 models. it's still some guy's back. I'll take it. It lets me kind of bridge this front. Now he can also bring back D3 from Ruler of the Underworlds spell, and I think I'm going to save that because since he's the general, he's going to use my last command point. We'll see if we get it back on a 5. I do.
Ooh, value.
And I can teleport a unit within 9 inches of him and 9 away from an enemy. So I'll take these guys, bring them over here.
You doing that to help fight this flank? Try to make a push for the objective?
Yeah, I need to figure out something with this flank. I think I might be able to handle the other one.
I do too. A bit worried.
So let's just get these guys.
All right, they have moved over here, 9 away from the Ardboys, and 9 within.
Guardian Souls.
All right.
He also can bring back D3 models, so I'm actually going to pick that unit and bring back 3.
Ooh, that's good.
So
Back up to 7.
These guys. This little daisy chain. Then we'll do the rest of my spells. We're gonna do. She's gonna try and cast Grief Stricken. We'll go off on a 7. We'll give a unit -1 to hit me, +1 to hit it. So we'll see. Does not go off.
Hey, that's good for me.
She will try and cast. We'll have him try and cast a Soul Cage. It'll make the unit fight last if it goes off. It also goes off on a 7. Goes off on a 10.
How many more spells do you have left?
He has a spell, and then he has a spell, and she's got one more. So I have 3 spells left.
So what are you looking at casting?
I potentially have Shade Mist, which will give you a -1 to hit, a -1 to wound if you attack me. She can do D3 mortal wounds. He can do D3, and then if I did a wound, another D3.
Okay. So I will. And what just went off again?
This was Soul Cage. It'll make a unit fight last.
All right, I'm gonna let that one go.
All right, so we're gonna pick this unit of piggies. So it's gotta be a unit within 12. We checked it. Good there. So they'll fight last. And then we will look to cast. Probably reroll, do Mystic Shield from him.
All right.
And we'll see if it goes off. It does not.
Ooh. Thankfully, a lot of spells, though.
Yeah, do have a lot of spells, so I'm still getting some things off here. She will try and do her D3 mortal wounds.
All right.
She can heal if it does. If it goes off on a 9, she needs a 7.
All right, who are you choosing?
I think I'm going to pick this unit of our boys. So they'll take D3.
Let's go ahead and roll it.
3.
Oof. Take a shield boy, and I'll take this gentleman out for a total of 3 wounds.
And then
Try to make it a little tougher for those spooky boys to charge in.
Yep. And I think the last spell I have. Now, before we get to do, did you want to try and dispel that? Consider my last spell is this guy over here, and you're definitely out of range.
Play the Shade Mist over here.
No.
Oh, then.
Yeah. It's
then
like
yeah.
So we can try and stop it.
No. Thanks, gods.
So because he can cast Shade Mist, so he'll cast it. So that goes off on a 6, I believe. I do apologize. I am still learning the book, so some of the spell costs. Do need to remember it is a 6. So he'll try and cast it. We'll go into these guys. If it goes off, gets it.
All right.
So they are -1 to wound them. And then lastly, she will lift the veil in the hero phase. So she does this every hero phase.
Lady you.
It lets her pick a unit within 12, and then I roll a dice. On a 1, nothing happens. 2 or higher, that unit takes that many mortal wounds. So I think I'm gonna keep trying to pile in the damage on this unit.
All right.
And we're gonna see. We'll take nothing.
Hey!
And then that is it.
Mixed success with your magic face.
Yeah, mixed. Yeah, not everything went off, but I think enough things did. I did forget about Geminids, but that's fine. Because I think there's other spells I had out were a little more important. So I do think, well, that's it for Hero Phase.
All right, we will be back with the movement phase. All right, for the movement phase, you retreat as Spirit Host to make room for Spooky Boys, move the Banshees up. That was really it for the movement phase. A lot of things were tied up. He moved some of his heroes back, protected Lady O. So on to the shooting phase.
So she does have a Banshee Scream. It'll be everything within 10. We checked it. It's the Maw Crusher and the 2 units of Art Boys.
Ouch.
So I have to roll over their bravery.
On 2d6.
2d6. So for these guys, I believe we checked it was a 7 after modifiers.
Yep.
So let's see. No.
All right, they are unscathed.
Mega Boss.
Mega Boss. He's bravery 8. So ooh, he takes D3.
So take 1.
Takes 1. So he's down to 14. He got 1 for killing units last turn, killing a model last turn. I'll put that on next turn.
And we'll do for the last unit Art Boys.
Alright, so her scream did not penetrate the eardrums of the orcs. They are too excited to smash you.
Too excited to smack me?
Just
I guess the dragon was just, ow! Stop yelling! I do the yelling!
He wasn't ready for it.
Ready.
So now we go to the charge phase.
So I think we're going to start with, I have a couple things charging. I'm looking for those 10s. think we're gonna start with the easy ones. We'll start with these Banshees.
Banshees,
over here.
all right. Needing a 3 or more. Oh, just got it. Actually, is it 3? Were they 3 away?
The front one should be 3 away. Should have been within 3.
I believe so.
Yeah, so it would be in poop, and then we'll just... we'll make it awkward for Reichner. I could just not go in on that charge. Actually, if you don't mind, they're actually going to not make that charge. Because...
So who's starting off the charge phase?
We're going to have the Blade Geist Revenant start off the charge phase.
Right.
So see if they can get in. Look for big numbers. 1 away from that 10, but I'll take the 9.
All right. We will get into the Gorgontas, if that's your target.
It is, yes. I want to make sure I'm holding within 12, so we're only going to go this far.
All right, might restrict some attacks.
Yeah, might drop. I do believe the +1 to wound is better. As long as I can get enough in, I think I'm going to keep that there. Reichner can still kind of hop around the side. I will lose... looks like 4 guys if I do this. And I don't think the +1 to wound's better, so he's actually going to slide. They're all just going to kind of shimmy down more. They didn't really go their full distance with that 9. You can kind of get a lot of spots. So we'll shift these boys down. And then these guys just go fill in this gap. I still think I'm going to be 1 shy here. Yeah, so that can be an inch away. And then looks like you can fill that gap to be an inch with this 1 guy. We'll just be kind of giving the cheer line in the back.
On the line. All right. Who's next?
Next, we're going to go with Reichner here.
Ooh, where's he go?
He gets a 4.
Which will fail.
I think we'll fail. Yeah, he would. So he's going to just kind of hang out. He doesn't want to charge.
Because you have no command points.
I have 1 command point. First start of the turn. I used the command point to move them, but I got it back on the 5 for the 8th approach.
Yes.
So we're going to see if these guys can charge. This is where I need the big numbers. Need a 9. Looking for that 10 to fight first. Get the 7. I will spend my command point.
Nice one. Roll for the brooch.
See, do I get it back on a 5? I do.
No. So he is looking for a big number here.
So I need this to pay off. Give me the 10. Get the 10.
That weasel.
So, these guys will charge in and then immediately...
Alright, so that 10 for those Blade Geist Revenants allows them to attack immediately and still be a target to attack later in the phase. So he's going to get 7 guys in attacking the Ardboys.
So they need 3s rerolling everything because they're within 6 of him. And then they're wholly within 12 inches of him, so it'll be +1 to wounds.
So they're rerolling hit rolls, wound rolls?
Rerolling hit rolls. So the 3 rolling hit rolls, and then they're going to be 2s because the Gardener Soul says +1 to wound at the friendly Nighthaunt model wholly within 12.
Woo! That's good.
So we're looking for
3s rerolling.
3s rerolling. Pretty good roll.
All a hit.
And then looking for 2s, no rerolls. So 2 missed. So it should be 19 total.
So 19 wounds. Ouch. Let's see. They are -1 red.
Yep.
So I have a 5-up save. Looks like I rolled really hot there. Might have really hurt Grant's good roll, or just more or less countered it. I think I rolled probably better than he did.
He did. I think it was a good roll, though. I mean, it kind of balances out.
So now I have only 1 shield guy left. Just, you know, working on bear models right now. So 6s. Nope. And then the other 4.
Yep.
I don't know why I rolled the other 4. I don't roll them.
It's just hold a 6.
Yeah, so then 3 guys. 1, 2. Yeah, just because coherency reasons.
Yep.
Oh, I'm still recording that.
Okay.
Alright, so now to the combat phase. Who are you selecting to go first?
Well, I guess first is I'm not doing anything at the start of the combat phase. No command abilities.
I do have one command point I could use, but I think I might hold it for potential battle shock phase.
So I think the best thing for me to do, because those guys have to fight last, I think the chain wraps are just dead, so I think I just go straight with these guys.
Same guys, same attacks again.
Let's make sure, 7 guys. So we'll see, I need 3s rerolling and then 2s.
Alright, a couple rerolls. Let's see. All hit again.
All hit again. Let's see if we can do that big damage roll again.
Only if I get to do that save roll again. Oh, I see some ones.
But 5 miss out of 21, so it should be 16. 10. Yep, 16 total.
16 5-ups. Looks like
another good roll.
Looks like I struck again.
So looks like 2 guys and a wound.
2 guys and a wound. I think I'm going to take the banner because I'm most likely going to use a command point. This gentleman here. And a wound left on... I'm sorry, I'm going to put this guy back here. And this guy will be removed. Gives my Maul Crusher a little more wiggle room to move around. And I put a wound on this gentleman. Alright, my turn to attack.
Yes.
So these guys are fighting last. But if I wipe out one of his units, I could counteract that and have these guys attack immediately after. So I'm going to activate my Maul Crusher. Pile him in slightly to the side. And he's going to go ahead and attack. So start with attacks up top. He'll get 8 plus 1 because he did damage last time. So he's looking at 3s this time. No rerolls or pluses. So not hot, not horrible. 3s again. So we're looking at 4 at Ren you don't care about.
So I'll roll those real quick. Fail 3.
So that will be, in theory, 2 damage each.
So 6 damage.
And then 8 attacks from the mount. 3s to hit. And 3s to wound. So 4 more again.
I'm looking for 5s.
So you passed 1, so 3, and that would be 3 damage. So 9 damage plus the initial 6.
So I'm looking for a lot of 6s.
I'm hoping he doesn't get them, but who knows? He might deserve it. So 3 6s.
See, 4 6s, but I still think that's enough to kill the unit. Because it's going to be 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Put out 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. I don't think there's that many left. No, definitely not.
All right.
4. There was only 8.
So now I'm actually going to go over to these guys. So I'm going to see what I can do with piling in, and we'll be back. Alright, so it wasn't really to wiggle around at all. So I'm going to go with the gentleman up top first. First time called Orc's Gentleman. So they didn't charge this turn, so they're getting 3s to hit. Not great at all, but 3s to wound. So we're looking at 4 wounds so far. Now for the mounts. Add 2. And I'm going to
Need
4s. You know, I've seen better.
Well, I would say the little spooks right now.
3 more.
So I need 4s. So I failed 3. And then they are within range of Reichner for the battalion, so they'll have a 5-up instead of a 6-up.
Alright.
So they'll take 2.
Only 2, okay. Gorgontus, you're letting me down.
I forgot to shade this. Sorry. It's fine. That was my fault.
Your turn to choose, Grant.
I think I'm gonna go with these guys. Just makes the most sense right now.
All right.
So we're gonna probably try and actually.
We'll be back with his next pilot. All right. So Grant's going with the blade rasps, chain gas.
Yes. So they will be 4s rolling 1s because they're within 6 inches of him, and then they are wholly within 12 of the guardian. So they'll get +1 to wound. So I need 4s rerolling 1s.
Wow, 2 missed. Impressive.
Spooky boys are rolling pretty hot today.
Where'd you learn to roll like that? Sign me up.
3s. Ooh, that kind of balances things out.
Yeah, that balances out.
So just 5 saves on those Ard boys. No rend, 1 damage.
I'm impressed I got that with one hand.
That was good. That was a good catch.
So 5s. My no rend, so 4s.
No rend.
So potentially 2. I have a shield, gentlemen. Right in the yeah.
You should have 2 shields in that unit.
Up to 4 actually.
Up to 4, yeah.
So looking for 6s in the shield guy. Hey! He's showing those spooky boys how to make a death save.
They're not too afraid.
Alright, we're going to come back with the Ironjawz next activation. Alright, so I was able to pile up and get 1 more Ardbite into these chain rasps. Hey, I think it was the first time I got it right.
I think it is the first time I got it right.
You ever see that one YouTube video with 2 old people shooting the commercials? Buttery, flaky crust.
No, I have no clue what you're talking about.
Oh, you'll have to check that out later. It's hysterical. You'll understand. So, Champ gets 4 attacks, and then 2 other guys. So I need 3s to hit. Oh, not great.
That's average.
Oh, I'm used to it. It's below average. 4.
4. Alright. I need
-1.
4s. 5s. I apologize.
So all 4
all 4
death saves
damage
needed.
1s. Need 6s. Dildos. So
Woo!
those 4 guys. We'll just pull them from over here.
Scaredy ghosts. Now I believe you're going to go with the chain. No, the Blade Geist Revenants.
Yes.
Hot dog.
You're getting it. You're
I'm
getting better
getting
than I
it.
am. So they are.
What are you looking to get out of this unit?
I want to kill those pigs. If I can kill those pigs, then I can take that objective. Because unfortunately, you're going next, and you're gonna get 4 points. And right now it's 5 and 4, and you're in the lead, so it can go out of hand pretty quickly.
All right.
So I need 3s, and then 3s again. 2s, because I'm within range of the. Oh, I'm not. That's right. I moved out of range, so I get another attack. So we're looking for 3s, no rerolls.
A lot of 1s and 2s.
Still a decent roll. Still like it.
Still a good roll.
And then let's see the train. And then 3s again. So, let's see, you're gonna have to take 5, 10, 14 saves on the pig, so I can't kill them right now. And it is -1, 1 damage.
So I'm looking for 5s.
Looks like a good amount in there. Oop, that was a 5.
So I believe I have no wounds.
Yes.
We killed them off, so from battle shock. So we lose 1 guy and take 4 wounds on another.
Ooh.
Not bad for holding up. So we're going to take this gentleman out, because he was not in range. And this guy has 1 wound left. Alright, I am now going to go with these 3 Ard boys. Similar attacks, 4 from the champ, 2 from the other guys. So they are still at +1 damage. So I'm looking for 3s.
Ooh, they're angry.
Ooh, they are angry. 3s. So looking at 5.
So I need 4s. So ignore the rends.
Control your dice a little more.
Oopsies. Throwing the dice a little around everywhere. But I fail a 3.
Damage 2.
So I'm looking for 6s. Ooh, that hurts. I lose
Alright.
6.
I think I killed more than he killed.
I think you did. Lose. Do almost want to keep him in combat. Because otherwise you can move and charge, which feels bad next turn, so...
He means I'm within 3 inches of my Maw Crusher, so we'd like to keep the one guy within 3. So I can't get a free Mighty Destroyer move, but I can still get a pile. Is that their attacks?
Yeah, I think that's all the combat.
Battle Shock phase. My pigs lost one guy over here, so Bravery 7, -1 6, plus the, well, subtracting additional 1, because Spooky Boys scare me, apparently. So on a 6, a guy runs. This has not been a great... Both turns I need 6s, and they both ran on that.
Yeah.
I'm going to use a command point on these guys over here, so they stick around. I'm at 0 command points. Now, Grant, I believe you have a Battle Shock on a 5 or 6, the last chain... Blade Dice Revenant.
Blade Dice Revenant, yeah. On a 5 or 6, he's going to run. Ooh, he runs.
Alright. So that kind of frees up my Maw Crusher and those guys over there, so... Opens up an avenue to some of those, you know, weaker heroes, potentially. So we are going to go... So, Grant has gathered...
I don't believe I have more in range. I think I might be contesting it.
I believe he is contesting this objective. So then, no points then for Grant.
No points.
So we're still at 5-4, and we're going to return with Ironjawz turn 2. All right. So turn 2 for the Ironjawz. I get a command point, put me at 1. So use my last to keep those boys around. I'm going to first start with the magic phase. I'm going to try to cast the Hand of Golk from the Shaman. Looking for a 6 on dice, but it needs a 7. So I fail it. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, Chris.
He's over in the woods afraid. He's afraid of all my wizards over here.
Maybe he needs to get closer.
Told him no.
So he's going to war chant these gentlemen over here, give them +1 of damage. And this guy is going to war chant the piggies.
So this over here. I'm going to put that one on.
So now I'm going to go to the Mighty Destroyers. This champion, the boss over here, gets a Mighty Destroyer move. Pile and attack, so we're going to go ahead and pile attack with these guys. So...
And the Mighty Destroyers, it lets you do 3 things in your phase, right? And if you're within range, you do attack.
If you're within 3 inches, you can pile an attack. If you're away 12 inches from an enemy model, you can get a free movement. And if you're within 12, you can get a free charge. So I'm opting to use the pile and attack over here. So I'm going to get my champion and other guy hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. So 4 wounds, solid. And then...
The piggies.
4...
Because they're all damage to it, right?
Yes. Piggies needing 4s.
Yes, they didn't charge with 4s.
And 4s again, 3.
So 7 saves at 4 up, and then a 5 up.
Here's spell. Okay.
So let's see. I fail for 5 of them.
2 damage each.
This could wipe the unit.
They're on 5s, I believe, because Reichner is close by.
Yes, he's part of the Shroud, so they're within 12.
Alright.
So on a 5s. Okay, I got 3, but 7.
There's 8 models in that unit.
So I think we'll be the one guy who's trying to contest. 4, 5, 6, 7.
Alright. Now I'm going to Mighty Destroyer move my piggies. Alright, so the pigs have moved up 9. And that is it for my hero phase, so I'm going to come back after the movement phase. Alright. Have some maniacal plan I thought up. I'm going to shooting phase, shoot him. Maybe if I charge with the piggies, kill him with the mortal wounds. He destructive bulks into this one, kills him, and then gets a charge again with the destructive bulk. Unlikely, but let's see what happens. So my D6 shots from my bellowing voice. Ooh.
A lot of shots.
2s to hit. All hit. 3s to wound. 5 wounds.
So he is a 4 up.
Alright.
And then a 6 up. So he'll take 1.
Alright, not that great, but onto the charge phase.
4 left.
I'm going to charge the pigs. Getting +1. Woo! Anywhere they want.
Do you want to move it for you? They're going pretty much anywhere. Let me move the die out of the way for you.
So we pick one unit that so one piggy will not be able to get to it because he's closer to Lady O. So 2 guys into that little lord. So looking for force. 1 mortal wound.
6 up. Takes it.
Alright. It's got 3 left, I believe.
Yes.
So I'm going to do the Maul Crusher charge.
Oh, don't forget the 1 into Lady Olinder.
Oh, 1 in Lady Olinder? I don't think so, actually. I think...
Yeah, no, you do. In a second.
So we looked up the rule, and it's actually, they can pick roll dice for each enemy unit within 1 inches of that model. And on a 4+ take D3 rolls, 1 mortal wound.
Yes.
So I actually rearranged my charge a bit, so this one Gorgrunta can roll dice for all 3 of those guys. So I initially rolled 2 for this guy. And did you pass any, Grant?
I passed the 1, so he took 1 mortal wound.
So now I'm going to roll 1 dice for Lady Olinder.
Okay.
Mortal wound.
She's a 6 up. She takes it.
The guy that's damaged already, the Lord Torment, takes a wound, and the what's the last guy called?
Guardian of Souls.
Guardian of Souls on a 4+.
So,
No. So that is quite useful. So now I'm going to go charge with the Maul Crusher. He got himself a 10. So he's just going to go smashing on in here. He's going to put his destructive bulk rolls into the wounded guy.
Alright.
6, 7, 8. Looking for 5s. Do 3 mortal wounds.
6s.
I believe that kills him, sir.
Will kill him.
I do not have any other charges. They're still stuck in combat with the 1 Blade Geist Revenant over there. So now we're going to go to the combat phase. Alright, so I'm going to go with the Gorgruntas first, but at the start of the combat phase, I am going to WOG. So I do have 7 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All within 18. I roll dice, and on a 5 or more, if I get to 12 or higher, all my guys wholly within 18 of the general, just the ones I pointed to, will get 2 extra melee attacks. I do not. So they will still all get +1 extra melee attack, which is fantastic. And I'm going to use my last command point for all-out attack on the 3 Gorgruntas over there to make them re-roll hit rolls of 1. So I'm going to go with the Gorgruntas first. I'm going to... Alright, so I'm going to send the champion and his pig into the Guardian of Souls. I'm going to send the spears within 2 inches of the Lady Olinder. So the spear, and the pig in the Lady O. So I'm going to attack the Guardian of Souls first. So we get 5 attacks, because I wogged from up the top of the champion, needing 2s to hit because he charged, rerolling 1s. Alright, 5 hit. Now I'm going to need 2s. So 4 no rend.
Right.
And then 5 pig attacks. 3s rerolling 1s. Woo! Angry pig. No bacon for them. And 3, so 4.
So it's 8 saves for him.
8 saves for the Guardian of Souls.
4s.
So he passed 4, right in the math. Oh no, 3.
5.
There you go.
So
So 6 up. So you need to make 2 6s for him to stay alive.
he does only have 5 wounds.
He is down for the count. So now we're going to go to the 2 remaining gentlemen guys up top, who will now get 4 attacks each in the Lady Olinder, needing 2s. Rerolling the 1, because all out attack, all hit. Now we need 2s. So it looks like it's going to be 6 onto Lady Olinder, and 1 pig into Lady Olinder. 5 attacks. 3s rerolling 1s. Gotta fail. Needing 3s. So 3 more. So 6, yeah, we got that.
So it's 9 total. So she only has a 4 up. She does pass a good amount, but failed 3, and these are all damage 2, right?
These are all damage 2. She has 6 wounds left.
Kill her.
So he needs a single 6.
Single 6.
Oh, she's alive with 1 wound.
1 wound.
Alright, so I did kill the Guardian Souls, so I do get the Smashing and Bashing to activate to pile in. So we already discussed, I do have these guys, but I don't think he's gonna do 5 wounds, so we are going to be right back, because we measured this. He can get it on there. So the Maw Crusher here is going to go into the Chain Rasps. He gets 8 attacks base, 2 turns of killing things, extra attacks up top, and because I walked. So I need 3s to hit. Threes to wound. 6 wounds so far.
Alright, so I'll take those because those are only damage 2, right?
Damage 2.
So 5s. So failed 4. So 8 damage.
And now 9 attacks on the mount, 8 normally, and +1 for Wog. So needing 3s. Not a good roll at all. Roll 2s like the Reforce. And then 3s. 2.
5s again.
Alright, those are 3 damage each.
So it's 8 plus that 6.
14.
4, 6.
Alright, 3 6s. So we should have 11 dead Chain Rasps.
Could take you out of combat.
We'll be back. Alright, so Grant is going with the Chain Rasps over here. We got 5 guys, 2 attacks each. Do they have any buffs on them, Grant?
They just have the buff on him to give +1 to wound.
And who was that again?
This is my other Guardian Soul. So he's a little converted, so it looks a little different.
No problem.
But they will be 4s, then 3s. No rerolls. 4s. So half. Makes sense. And then 3s. All of them.
Woo! 5, no round, 4 ups. So that will be 3, but I believe I have a shield guy in there still.
Yep, I see a shield guy here, and I think there's a shield guy there.
There's another one right there too.
So you can take your...
So I will take 3 shield saves, 6 ups. Alright, so I will have shield guy here die, still in coherency, and the one over here will take a wound. So now I'm going to go with my 2 pigs.
They can't. They still have soul.
They still have fight last. Thank you, Grant.
Yes.
So I'm going to go with these Ard boys. Trying to pile them in. Looks like I'm going to get 5 in. Keeping coherency, stand on objective. The shield guys are wound left. It's right in the middle, so dangerous. But I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys, including the Champ. So Champ will get now 5 attacks because of Wog, and then 1. So I'm getting a whole bunch of attacks from the Wog ability, getting extra attacks into those Chain Rasps. I'm looking for 3s. Not bad. Not bad. I like it. It's a good roll. Now I'm looking for 3s again. Alright, so a good amount of 1s and 2s again. So it's I'll take it. 8.
8 saves on those Chain Raspies.
8 saves.
Need 5s. Alright.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good. And then I get my 6 up. I think you're just damage 1, right?
Yes.
2, so I'll lose 2 more.
Alright, not enough to kill the unit to make these guys go next, but hey, Grant's turn for an attack.
I just have my Blade Geist Revenant. He's going to go. He didn't charge. He just gets 2 attacks.
2 attacks.
He needs 3s.
2 hit.
He's within range of him for +1, so he needs 2s. So 1 at rend 1, 1 damage.
5 up. Come on, Piggy.
Ooh, he takes it.
Then non-champ.
And
So
then
those guys will go over there. The
what,
pigs.
she has to go. because they have to fight last.
I keep on forgetting, so I apologize.
No, you're good. So Lady Olinda, I don't throw there much.
Lady Olinda, trying to be a little unladylike and smacking those pigs around. Let's go.
So she's gonna fight the pig. She could pile into the Maul Crusher, but I don't think it's worth it because he's -1 to hit. So she needs 6 attacks from her kind of little ghosts there. They need 4s. I need 6 of their mortal wounds.
Ooh, that's good.
3 mortal wounds. And then she does get a +1 from the Guardian of Souls, so 3s. So 2 actual saves at no rend 1.
No rend?
No rend. Yep.
So fail 1, pass 1.
So far 4 damage.
So far 4.
Then she's got 3 attacks at 3s. They all hit. No frightful touch though. And then they need 2s to wound. These are -2 D3 damage.
Ooh. So we want to make these. -2, you said?
-2.
Ooh, so I pass none.
So
2d3?
2d3. So
4 plus the initial 4, so 8. So we are going to take this guy out. And do you mind
of course.
putting a wound counter on the non-champion closest to Lady Olinda?
He should have
2 wounds left.
2 wounds left.
Alright, do you have any more attacks, sir?
That is all of my combat, I believe.
Alright, so I'm going to go over now to these boys fight. Wait, you're patient orcs, you know, just sitting around waiting. Alright, so we go. They are not wholly within 18 to get the extra attack from the general, so the champs just gets 4. Other guy gets 3. They did not charge, so they're looking at 3s. We're looking at 3s. So we're looking at 3 so far. And 2 piggy attacks. We're looking at 4s. And 4s?
Yes, 4s.
3 more.
3 more. So 6s, they need 4s. He failed 4. He fails 4, and I believe those are damage 2.
These are damage 2.
So I need a lot of 5-ups.
From Reichner.
Did roll a few, but he still dies.
Alright. That was Reichner over there and his battalion, giving them +1 to their death saves. So, that concludes combat phase. We have to go to bravery. I did lose a pig. And does she give -1?
Yeah, she's not also. She's
So
-1.
on a 6, which I'm expecting, is a Gorgon to run. Ha!
I think.
So the only battle shock on his was the Chain Rasp. They lost 11. The bravery 10, so it's...
Well, they lost.
They lost 13.
They lost 13.
They lost 13, so it's dice +3. The last 3 guys automatically run. So we are, for the points I gathered this turn, I gained 3 for controlling the important one. 1 for the Chaos Runes, which I've held since the beginning. And 1 from this Dark Elf Tower.
5 points.
So puts me at 5 points, puts me to 10 to Grant's 4. Looking pretty grim for Nighthaunt.
Yes.
So do you have any type of crazy plans that you could probably pull off? I know you're here faced with Geminids, could really... So thank you for watching the game. Not the longest game. It was over. Ironjawz turn
Yeah, it was
2. I rolled and I was getting turn 3. Forgive us, we're still trying to, get to some of the rules. Grant just picked up Nighthaunt. I've been playing, I've got about 6-7 different armies, so never played Ardboys yet, so maybe my 3rd game with Ironjawz, so I'm trying to iron down the rules. We uncovered a lot of mistakes we made during the game, so I think some of the more pivotal ones.
Yeah,
Grant said,
so
you want to go ahead?
Yeah, I casted Shade Mist on the one Blade Geist, but totally forgot it was there. So the ones that were fighting those Gruntas, they were -1 to wound all the time. Not sure how much it would have mattered. Also,
But it was I think it was 3 rounds.
I think it was 3 rounds
Mighty
of combat.
Destroyer.
Yeah.
Regular combat, your combat phase, your turn, my Mighty Destroyer, and then my combat phase again.
Yeah, it definitely could have changed some things.
Yeah.
I know for me, the Spirit Tormentor, also I'm still learning the rules, Spirit Tormentor has a whole ability where if I kill 3 models, I can heal D3 wounds to something within 6. So it could have brought back some more Chain Rasps or Blade Geist. Don't know if that one mattered as much. I still think in both scenarios, the things would have died. There may have been a couple left when the one ran, but nothing too crazy. But I was thinking it was a good game.
It was a good game.
Yeah.
Grant had some really cool tricks with teleporting some of those Revenants to the other side of the board, let them heal more in that aura. I thought it got me pretty terrified. After the turn 1, where I made the mistake of not going with the Gruntas first, and they just mutilated those Gruntas, I was real terrified of them. was not certain of their damage potential. And then when he moved him over charged with that 10, getting that extra attacks, I was like, holy moly, he's got like all of them hit and wounds. So I was really terrified. I did roll some really good saves in that point to really save my Ard boys sitting there. And they withstood the second round in the actual combat phase.
Well, I mean, Ard boys are just sturdy. They have 2 wounds apiece and a 4-up save.
2 wounds, 4-up save. You got the shields to, bounce them up 6s, and I did there. I did get 2 6s. I saved an entire Ard boy. The Maw Crusher itself, it's still a menace. He wasn't super productive. He was really just kind of chewing up Grant's anvil units, you could say. His Chain Rasp, he was constantly fighting them. Did 16 wounds, I think, one round, and like 11 another. So not fantastic, but enough to really, help out. Definitely, and he didn't attack him once in the entire game. That -1 to hit with some of his units really hit on 5s, really just kind of deterred him, and the amount of wounds he has.
Yeah, it never felt good to attack him. It always felt like I had to chew through some of your Ard boys, something to get through your line.
Yeah.
Because you really held me off the objectives. I just couldn't get to them at a certain point.
Yeah, so my wizard didn't do anything that game. So I played with Ironjawz list before without any wizards, and I wanted to test a wizard out. I might try another game with one. Maybe 2 wizards might be a sweet spot. Because only getting 1 spell. Granted, he did a 5 or 6 unbinding attempts. Was rough, but I just never actually cast a spell. Well, I did once, and you dispelled it, I believe. I rolled like an 8, and you got a 10, and you stopped it. My MVP for the game, I'm probably just going to say the Maw Crusher. I think it did what it needed to do. You think it was...
I think it was those Ard boys. I think it was those 10 Ard boys that would not die to the Blade Gas when they fought him twice.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, I think they were definitely the... I think them holding that line stopped me... Let your Maw Crusher go up the middle, and then also stop me from putting pressure on that flank. And you just had three Gruntas, and eventually those Ard boys backed up and took the objective.
Yeah, no, they did play a lot in the game. They really held it, able to hit the charge. That was the one I initially, when he destroyed my turn 1, to kind of get them up there. And they were just kind of towed in versus those Chain Rasps, not able to do much damage. But when the Blade Gaze Revenants came in, they took it like a champ. They were still +1 damage and were able to return the beating back super hard. Really worked out in that. So I appreciate that. Yeah, you expect the Maw Crusher to do what it did, but those Ard boys really went above the line there. And I really liked how those 3 Gruntas, it was able to hold them around and just take the flank, kind of like, and just catch them off guard. Had his heroes there, he didn't have much more fodder in the way. So I was able to buff them up, Mighty Destroyer them, take that flank, and it was a lot more successful representation of what I attempted on my first flank with the other 3 Gruntas. So I really was pleased how that worked out. So I think Geminites, that was something you missed in the game.
I kind of just kept forgetting to cast it. I almost had a lot of spells I wanted to cast for everything else. I mean, I have so many wizards, but they all kind of have a spell they want to cast, so that it kind of just never got put out there. A couple times where it could have... The turn 2, if I cast, I could have hit, I think, 3 of your units. Yeah. Done a couple extra mortal wounds. I could have
less attacks, less to hit.
Minus 1 hit, yeah.
Geminites have super value in this game. It's not as played as much as I think it should. I mean, granted, in the battle round turn, it could be used against you. But with a range of setting up wholly within 18 of the caster, and then it moves an additional 8, you could be 2-3 turns from enemy moving it to hitting your own units again. So really the extended range on that is very beneficial. It's unfortunate you forgot, especially with the amount of casters you had. I kind of wanted to see what Reichner did in combat. Unfortunately, we didn't get there, but maybe another time. Nighthaunt, everyone kind of bashes them, but I think you piloted, granted some key mistakes. Yeah. I think you piloted with some tricks I didn't expect. Some really solid plays that, had me on my toes. Yeah. Because, setting the board up, I was thinking, Ironjawz, I'm gonna bowl these guys over. And, he put up a good fight. And I respect that. And I'd like to get another game in against them.
Yeah, I love to play again. It was a lot of fun. I want to play these guys a bit more. I want to add a few more things about them. I think the list of my place went a little bit more. I think I want to mess with this list a little bit. I think the Blade Guys were definitely... I think they were good. They did what they wanted to do. The 20 Chain Rasps might need a bit more guys in them. But that's with some tweaking.
Okay, I like that. I think I might tweak my list. Maybe drop a unit of 3 Gruntist. Maybe the command point. Try to finagle in 10 more Ard Boys. Maybe drop the Wizard. Some things to play around with. And maybe get some more Ard Boys. I got some on the paint and black. I gotta get finished. And I'd like to see maybe 30 of those on the board. I really with the damage 2, they were able to perform very well. So thanks for watching. If you guys saw any mistakes, please put it in the comments. This is our first battle report, so if we're doing things wrong, we've tried emulating other videos a bit, try to take the goods and the bads to make it the best for the viewers. So please let us know if there's any adjustments you'd like us to make or things you didn't. You know, we would really like the criticism, and hopefully we can improve it and get you back for the next video then with those improvements. So we have a couple more videos we're going to be working on shortly. I think we're going to have display some of the new mod tribes coming up too. So if you liked it, want to watch more of the videos, please like and subscribe. Really appreciate it. And thank you for watching and the support.